What is going on, everybody? It is I, Cobra. We're back once again for a special video. Make sure you guys hit that like button, share, and all that good stuff. Let's do it. What's going on, guys? Now, as of recently, all I've really been doing lately is posting shorts. So if you have not seen my shorts, go check them out. They're pretty funny. I did no thinking about shorts. I really thought of the first thing that came to my head. That's kind of it. Okay, guys. So last week I got a call from my grandfather telling me my dog is not doing well. Because of old age, we've had him for a very, very long time. It was time to say goodbye. So over the weekend, I went to go see my dog for the very last time. And it just wasn't really the same. It wasn't really the same. I'm used to coming in, saying hi to everyone, and he heard my voice, and he come running. Or in this case, he heard my voice. He just was out of it. He was done. I've had my dog, I've had Chico since I was 9. I had him since I was 9 years old. And it was awesome. Well, not really. Let me explain. So, when my mom came home one day with this big box, and she told me she had a surprise for me. I did not think it would be a dog. Like, trueness, I was really actually like genuine surprised when he popped out of the box. He was really tiny, like really tiny. He was the size of like my shoe back then, right? And over the course of like 2 weeks, this dude grew. He was like really, really big. He was a big dog. And we had lived in an apartment, and he was too big. He was actually really too big for the apartment that we used to live in. So my mom was going to give him away. My grandpa was like, no, we don't give away dogs. So he was living with my grandparents for a while. And man, the stuff that we would do is just hilarious. First of all, he had a lot of energy, where you could have him ripping and running up and down the block. He would still want to play. I'm like, dog, it's unbearable. Plus, he was super strong. My dog was really, really strong. So much so is that we had to use a steel chain to walk him because everything else was way too weak. We had a metal chain. It was really thin. It was only used twice. Put him on him. He saw like a squirrel. He tried to charge at it. That shit popped. We was like, oh no, that happened. His original collar was blue. He had a blue collar, and it went with it was easy to walk him. That shit broke. The steel chain is the only thing that kept him, not from breaking. Chico was a boxer and Akita mixed breed. Super cool. He just had a ton of energy every time. And sometimes if you would leave him on the porch, he would escape on the porch. And this is him as a puppy, 4, maybe 5 years old. It wasn't until I would say 2018, 2019, years later, when he started acting like an old man. When I mean an old man, like a grandpa, you will go outside on the porch, he'll come with you. If it's too loud, if it's like cars coming down the street or someone playing loud music, if it's too loud, his ass is going in the house. He's knocking that door open and he's going inside. He's like, I'll come out later. Or you would walk him and he would sit there like chilling. Because the way you want to go, he don't want to go that way. So he'll go the other way. Yeah, it was a whole thing. He just was having a whole like attitude. I don't know what was going on with that. And then last year he had caught COVID. Now when he caught COVID, they thought he was already like dying. And I didn't believe it because he'd been hurt before and he was just up. And now to clarify one more thing, dogs can get COVID. Dogs can get COVID. Like, but no one believes me until I think my grandpa, he actually ended up getting COVID. And, everyone's fine now. But when he got COVID, I'm like, you see, was anyone else that got sick? And he's like, well, the dog was acting real funny. Oh, see, COVID. So, yeah, but for 14, almost 15 years, my dog has been around. He's seen practically everything. He lived a great life. He lived an awesome, awesome life. He sat by my grandma when she was dealing with cancer. He sat by my great-grandma during her final days, whatever the case may be. He was just around. He saw my brother. He wasn't around he was around my brother was born a year later. And then he saw I was around my sister was born. My sister did not like my dog. Kept hitting it in the nose when she was little because he just wanted to play and she wasn't for it, so he just left her alone. Yeah, Chico was the best. That was the best dog ever. And sadly, Saturday was the last time I saw him. I did see my family too, but today, Monday, he unfortunately passed away, and we kind of knew it was gonna happen. He was getting old, but it was just, I don't know. Sometimes I still can't believe it because it dawned on me. It really do dawn on me when they told me like Chico died. Chico passed away. He's gone. I'm like, damn, I'm really old because even though I'm 24, we've had Chico since I was 9 years old. Well, 9 years old, I should say, 9. And I'm like, every time, it's funny because every time we would think he's hurt, he could be hurt, he could get hit by a car, it'd be fine. Or he could get COVID, like I mentioned earlier. Like, oh man, your dog, he's dying. He'll drink some water, be perfectly fine. But it's that old age, man. Can't catch up to it. So I'm gonna miss Chico for sure. But that's enough out of that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.